shit show. In your case, the show in your head is a shit show. And that's the root reason you're miserable. Assuming you're not in immediate danger from an abuser, a rapist, or the reaper. Let me repeat. Your life circumstances do not cause your misery. The 24/7 shit show in your head does. As a simple illustration of this truth, consider two cashiers working the graveyard shift, night after night at a convenience store for minimum wage on a bleak, lonely interstate highway. Both work long hours for lousy pay. As the nights drag on, customers notice that one cashier is cheerful and upbeat, while the other is taciturn and surly. In other words, miserable. They both have shows going on in their heads, but only one has a shit show. Guess which one? Now, before you whip up your resistance to this concept, remember that your resistance does not serve you. Hold your yeah but protests and hear me out. I'll explain the thought-emotion loop that's torturing you, and then I'll give you the first 4 hacks that will provide palpable relief from your personal shit show. The core engine of your personal shit show is your thought-emotion loop. Your incessant stream of unpleasant thoughts triggers a continual series of subtle emotional reactions in you. In other words, you don't just have one massive feeling of misery. You actually experience an endless stream of smaller, painful, emotional hits. A normal head show becomes a shit show when, over an extended period of time, your thoughts generate a stream of emotional reactions that feel shitty. Each subtle, instantaneous emotion we experience falls somewhere within a range from joy to misery. You are miserable precisely because too many of your emotional reactions and perceptions fall closer to the misery end of the emotional scale. Let's call these the shitty emotions. Your myriad subtle, shitty emotions are the enduring and sustaining source of your suffering. You know what I'm talking about. You wake up when the alarm goes off, and your shit show cranks right up. It sounds something like this. Oh, man, it's morning already? Ouch. Another night of lousy sleep. Ouch. I don't want to get up yet. Ouch. Shit. I gotta get ready for work. Ugh. I hate my job. Ouch. Maybe if I'd finished school, I could have gotten something better. Ow. Now I'm stuck forever in this shit job. Ugh. Oof. I gotta get high. It took us a few pages to get here, so let me repeat. You are miserable because you endure an endless stream of subtle, shitty feelings and emotions in response to certain thoughts that arise uninvited into your mind. What types of thoughts give rise to your shitty emotions? Well, obviously, shitty thoughts. The same few shitty thoughts over and over in an endless loop. Or a wide variety of consistently shitty thoughts. You, like the rest of this book's readers and millions of others, have a shit show going on in your head around the clock. Try to shut off your shit show completely for even 30 seconds and you will fail. This is the weird nature of human consciousness. The mind wanders 50% of the time. Yours, sadly, has wandered intractably into Shitsville. The contents of your thoughts, of course, include all the items listed above in your life circumstances. Shitty job, shitty family, shitty friends, shitty past, shitty prospects, shitty body, shitty self. Let me assure you, though, if any of these circumstances change suddenly for the better, you will think shitty thoughts about something new within a very short time. You might try to change the channel and declare your intention to generate some positive thoughts or affirmations, but for whatever reason, the crappy thoughts reassert themselves almost immediately. Your life force suffers from death by a million shitty thoughts. Do you deny this? If so, just take a few minutes and make a mark in the box labeled Shitty Thoughts on page 7 of your PDF workbook for every thought you have that feels bad when it lands in your awareness. It'll probably start with, "This is a stupid idea." Feel free to make a mark in the Happy Thoughts box for thoughts that feel uplifting when they land. The longer you do this exercise, the more likely you are to agree with me that your life force is dying a tiny bit with each shitty thought. Your life force is so diminished at this point that all you can generate is shitty thoughts, right? That realization is just another shitty thought, of course, that makes you feel even more miserable. Put a mark in the box. So, what are you going to do about this? You can start by forgetting about changing all of your life circumstances in one fell swoop. There'll be time for life changes in the last 3 hacks. Instead, let's start implementing the first hack of the 7.